How putting all your energy into one woman can lead to heartbreak. Today, we're diving into a topic that might make some uncomfortable, but it's something that needs to be discussed. The dangers of focusing exclusively on one woman too early in a relationship. Some might say it's dedication, but there's a fine line between commitment and overinvestment, and crossing it can set you up for heartbreak. Obsession can happen faster than you realize. When you meet someone who sparks your interest, it's easy to get wrapped up in the excitement. One minute you're going about your day, and the next you're organizing everything around her schedule. But when you start revolving your life around her, thinking that's the way to show you care, it's possible you're beginning to lose sight of yourself in the process. This isn't true commitment, it's obsession. And it's subtle at first, but it grows until you've completely surrendered your time and energy to someone who may not be equally invested, losing your standards and sense of self. When you focus too much on one person too soon, you might think you're showing dedication, but in reality, you're compromising parts of yourself that make you, well, you. Your needs, interests, and ambitions might take a back seat. The worst part? You may even start to overlook your own standards. If she cancels plans or starts making excuses, you might ignore it because you're too busy seeking her approval. Suddenly, she's the centerpiece of your life, and you're left seeing things through a distorted lens, focusing more on the future you hope for, rather than the reality in front of you. The energy shift, she can sense it. Here's something crucial. People, especially women, can pick up on this energy. When someone becomes overly invested, it's noticeable. When you're focused on winning her over instead of building a balanced relationship, she can sense that shift. And when you chase someone who hasn't fully committed, you're not in a relationship. You're chasing a fantasy. You're pouring your time, energy, and emotions into something that, in reality, doesn't fully exist. Ignoring red flags and falling deeper. In the process, you may start ignoring obvious red flags. Maybe she's not reciprocating your level of interest or keeping her options open. But since you've mentally locked yourself into this idea of a relationship, you start justifying or overlooking things you wouldn't otherwise. This is where disappointment takes root because you're already committed in your mind, while she may not be anywhere near that level of attachment. When things don't go the way you envisioned, it hurts deeply, and you end up questioning yourself, doubting your worth, and wondering why she doesn't feel the same. Empathy is critical for building trust and intimacy. Without it, a relationship can feel one-sided, with one person constantly giving while the other takes. Lack of empathy also indicates emotional immaturity. A partner who struggles to understand your feelings or refuses to engage in conversations about your needs is not someone who is likely to grow with you. When empathy is absent, it's hard to feel truly connected. If you notice this red flag, consider having an open conversation about it. If she's unwilling to work on being more supportive and understanding, it may be a sign that she's not ready for the commitment that a genuine relationship requires. Losing control of your happiness and self-worth. By putting her on a pedestal, you're inadvertently handing over the keys to your emotional well-being. You might think trying harder will make her see how great you are, but in reality, it just pulls you further from your own path. The more you chase, the further you drift from your goals, values, and identity. All the while, she's living her life and keeping her options open while you're caught up in a one-sided situation. A loss of confidence and control. Every time you drop what you're doing to respond to her texts or sacrifice your own plans for her, you're handing over control of your confidence and self-worth. This creates an unhealthy dynamic where your mood and self-esteem start to hinge on her attention. The highs feel euphoric, but the lows hit hard when she pulls back or seems uninterested. What started as admiration now becomes dependency, and you're no longer the confident man who initially caught her eye. Now you're the guy constantly needing her validation to feel good about himself. Why women lose attraction in this dynamic? Here's a crucial point. Attraction often diminishes when someone senses that they're your entire world. While women love attention, they're more drawn to men who hold their own power and are grounded in their sense of self. If you're constantly seeking her approval, responding immediately to every text, and rearranging your life around her, you're telling her, whether you realize it or not, that you need her validation to feel complete. This dependency kills the very attraction you are hoping to build. The key to staying in control: balance and purpose. So how do you avoid falling into this trap? It all comes down to balance. First, stop making her the center of your universe. Women are drawn to men who have a clear sense of purpose, who are ambitious, and who live life on their own terms. Instead of spending all your time and energy worrying about how she feels, focus on leveling up in your own life. Hit the gym, invest in your personal projects, and spend time with friends. When you're genuinely invested in your own growth, you naturally become more attractive to others. True confidence stems from skill, progress, and personal achievements. Stay focused on your goals and let her come to you. When you're out there chasing your goals, you won't feel the need to chase anyone else. You become a person who's already fulfilled and self-assured, not dependent on someone else to feel valued. This dynamic is compelling. When a woman sees you working toward the best version of yourself, she's drawn to that energy. She'll want to be part of your life, not because she's your whole world, but because she's joining someone with a fulfilling, exciting life. Keeping your options open until commitment. One common mistake is cutting off other options as soon as you start talking to someone. Until there's a clear commitment, it's healthy to keep dating and meeting others. This isn't about playing games or being dishonest. It's about maintaining balance. When you keep your options open, you maintain a healthy sense of detachment and avoid putting too much weight on a single connection. You're more relaxed, confident, and self-assured. She will notice this, and if she's genuinely interested, she'll be motivated to invest more in you. Maintain your power and confidence. At the end of the day, remember that it's your life, your goals, and your happiness that should come first. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, stay grounded in your own power, and let relationships grow naturally. When you bring this energy to a relationship, you're not only more attractive, but you're also protecting yourself from the emotional toll of overinvesting too soon. Be the person who doesn't chase, but instead draws others in by living a life that's fulfilling and meaningful. Your focus should always be on your own growth, goals, and happiness. Women are naturally drawn to those who stand strong in their independence, and when you prioritize yourself, the right relationships will follow. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos, because you might learn something. Also, let me know in the comments section where you guys watch this video from. A Married Man Advice. On to the next one.